Right. I was going to wait till this evening, but over the weekend, after my great weekend with my wife, I've been thinking about the passing in the new Blood Bowl 2020, which is going to start calling second season. Because let's face it, year 2020 has been absolute shite, especially being able to get to the tabletop games. So, the new passing, a couple of things have changed. I mean, the obvious thing is you've got the passing ability stat. I'm not going to talk about that right now. I'm talking about passing. One of the things that never made sense was you rolled for interception before making a pass. They've switched the order, so it now makes sense. You roll to see if you pass. If you fumble, they can't intercept it. That makes a big difference. You've got some terminology differences. You've got scatter, bounce and deviate. Maybe they were in the old rules. I just remember having scatter 3 squares randomly, scatter 1 square if you don't catch it. I may be wrong. A couple of words of terminology. I mean, we've got bounce, scatters 1 square. We've got scatter, scatters 3 squares. We've got deviate. Now, deviate is, if I remember correctly, because I haven't got the rule book in front of me, is where you've got a wildly inaccurate pass and it deviates D6 squares in a D8 direction from the thrower. Now that's new. I like that. Go behind you. You go to throw the ball and you throw it behind you. Does that happen in games? Pressure from the other teams? You go to throw it, get knocked, it goes back? Don't know. I have to see how it looks on the table. But I actually quite like it. I like the extra randomness it gives you. Not many teams are going to do that. Let's face it. I mean, you've got a pass accuracy of 2+. Think of an elf thrower. So, unless you're long bombing it, which a lot of people don't, that's not going to come into it. But I like it. Passing ability stat. New stat. Love it. Why I love it? Because it adds that dimension. It changes the way things are. At the moment, everybody can throw the ball exactly the same. Doesn't matter if you're let's take some of the teams, a lineman or a blitzer. You can throw the ball exactly the same. Two different roles in a team. Other teams, because some of them are slightly different, like you've got a lower AG levels in some of your linemen, like the yeoman in Britannia, for example. So, the passing ability stat, I like it. I like the change. I like the fact that not everybody on the team can throw the ball the same. Now I know the high AG players, elf players, AEG 4-player teams that they use, gutter runners, they're going to be thinking, oh no, my game is ruined. Is it? Or does it make more sense? Personally, I think it makes more sense. Because that's not what gutters runners do. They don't throw the ball. Elf linemen don't throw the ball. Throwers throw the ball. So look at some of the teams. They haven't even got a good throwing stat. Looking at some like the undead teams, I think the best stat is 4+. I'm going to look through the teams and some of the changes that have occurred in other videos because I want to keep these nice, short, sweet, and I'm going to be doing them in different locations, like here at work. One of the locations I'm working at today. But I like it. I'm really looking forward to it, and hopefully I don't have to wait to Christmas, the holiday season. People say the holiday season, and then some of them are thinking Halloween, but no, it's going to be Christmas. It's going to be the Christmas. So you're looking end of November, I think. And Cyanide's announcement earlier in the year, backed up last week in another media magazine. Blood Bowl 3 is coming out at the same time, which is going to be great because Blood Bowl 2 would be so far behind if it didn't. And I've been looking forward to doing that as well. Never played the online games until lockdown. Love it. Enjoying it. Little bit lost my enthusiasm a little with the rules leaks when they came out, but I'm back into it again. But yes, I want Blood Bowl 3. I know what I want for Christmas. If my wife were watching this, very doubtful, but if she finds it, you know what I want for Christmas. But that's about it about the passing ability, really. A few different terminologies, a different way the ball can scatter if the pass is wildly inadequate, and making more sense when you throw the ball. You don't roll for interception to see if you fumble it first. It never made sense, just the way it works. They put it right. Now that is a good decision. Making the game as real to life as a fantasy game can be, and adding in the more mayhem as possible. More mayhem in Blood Bowl, the better the game is. I know some people don't like that. Some people like the strategy only. But the randomised mayhem is what makes Blood Bowl, in my opinion. I like it, whether it helps me or hinders me. I think it's funny. Some of my online opponents have found this out to me. Well, I had practically my whole team stunned, and only one of theirs in one of the games online. I thought it was hilarious, because that's Blood Bowl. I love it. The violence, the mayhem. That's what Blood Bowl is. And if you take that away, it's not Blood Bowl. It's just a game. It's an American football game with a few punches. If there's no mayhem, and we need the mayhem in Blood Bowl. So I'm glad it's there. And I'll talk about a few other things because I think some things have detracted from the mayhem in the new rules and some things have added to it. So they're kind of balanced out. Again, watch out for that later. I'm going to get back to work now, and if I get bored or things playing on my mind later in the day, I may do another one, but very doubtful. I'll catch you another day. All right, guys, see you later. Bye.